Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach. Today we're doing another ECOMI VeVe video that's also mixed in with some comic stuff that I just saw online and figured I need to speak about this because it's important to collectors. Let's go into it. Currently the price right now on OMI, of course, is 7423 and a low of 6897 and a high of 7486 over the past 24 hours. This video is about, and a lot of you already know this story, some of you will at least. It's about a comic that has recently made not only headlines but history in the, I guess, comic auction scene. Some of you will already know that I am not someone who pays a lot of attention to comic books or anything like that, so this isn't my forte, but I can definitely see what is happening at the moment and why it's important and why it might be important to the VeVe community. So that's why we're going to go into it. Before we do though, I also want to say a big congrats because VeVe has today, or yesterday, whenever it was, but it was very recently at the very least, has hit 200,000 followers. I would guess it was today because they're growing at a rate that they're going to be gaining. I actually don't know. Let's have a quick look actually. If we use Social Blade, we can see VeVe's follower thing. VeVe official. I wonder how many followers they're actually gaining per day right now. So they're gaining roughly around over 1,000 followers a day, roughly it looks like. Yeah, so roughly around 1,100 followers a day. So today does seem to be the day that they have hit 200k, and so tomorrow they'll likely have 201 or 202, roughly around there maybe. So really congrats to the team for getting to this point. I believe it's actually really interesting to see VeVe overtake ECOMI now as far as the public following is concerned. It's not a surprise because VeVe of course is the public facing company, but I believe ECOMI has closer to like what, 150 maybe, like that. 162, cool. So yeah, I remember when ECOMI had like double the following of VeVe on Twitter. So awesome to see VeVe, continuously, go into such space. And realistically, I don't actually know if Social Blade does this for Twitter. They do it for YouTube, but sometimes you can actually see future projections, which might be possible here actually. It is. So by 2 years time at this rate, VeVe will have hit 1 million followers. Keep in mind that this is a linear growth. It's not likely to end up taking 2 years at the rate of growth right now. It's a curve, and therefore it will likely, I'd assume, take, I don't know, between 6 and 12 months maybe to hit a million. I think it would take longer than 6 months to hit a million, to be honest, so maybe 12 months. I don't think it's going to take 2 years, so it all depends on what VeVe does. This video isn't about VeVe's following though, just thought it'd be interesting to look at real quick because I noticed it whilst I was looking at some stuff on here. And of course, Sue Storm has dropped today, so here we can see, can your NFTs do this, from APB Bulldogs, VeVe for the win, where we of course see in front of a TV set, we have Sue Storm doing her thing, and this looks absolutely amazing. These are the videos that we need as well to be, I think at least, posting underneath Marvel tweets, specifically when Marvel tweets about certain NFTs. Obviously not spamming Marvel tweets, but when Marvel is tweeting about, a promotion for VeVe, it's very smart, I think, to put these in to basically give it an extra boost in marketing about what the product really is, because there's still a lot of people, of course, thinking about right-clicking, and I think this definitely gives a bit of a different meaning, roughly around basically what the product is that VeVe is selling versus, of course, just being able to right-click an image. So with that being said, now let's have a look at what actually made me want to make this video today. I've been making some Web3 videos anyway on a different channel, but I wanted to do this right now, where we're looking at Bloomberg Quick Take, a page from Marvel's comic Secret Wars #8 depicting Spider-Man's first appearance in his black symbiote suit was auctioned for over 3 million. So let's quickly look through this video and see what's happening here. So single Spider-Man comic page auctions for over 3 million. It's important to note that it wasn't the comic itself, the comic book, it was the page. Page 25 from the 1984 Marvel comic Secret Wars #8. Sold for a record $3.36 million at an auction event. The page features artwork by Mike Zack and marks the first appearance of Spider-Man's iconic black suit. So that of course is why it's so important, but which eventually led to the emergence, of course, of the character Venom, which is inherently why it's so important. The previous record for an interior page of a US comic book was $657,250. So that is mad. That is absolutely crazy. It's literally over like tripled or whatever the original, you know, what we've seen before. So I've actually looked at some news articles on this too, so we can look at that right now. Single page for 1984 Spider-Man comic book sells for $3.36 million. Let's go over the text-based news. A single page of a Spider-Man comic sold at an auction Thursday for more than $3 million, smashing the record for most valuable comic book of all time. Book page, to be very clear, sorry. Page 25 from 1984's Secret Wars #8 with artwork by Mike Zack. Sold Thursday at Dallas-based Heritage Auctions for $3.36 million. The book tells the original story of Spider-Man's iconic black costume that slowly morphed into the anti-hero known as Venom, bidding for the page starting at $330,000. Page 24 of the same book sold moments earlier for $288,000, so a massive hike in price. The two pages have never been available to the public before. Details about the purchaser were not made public. Heritage Auctions New York Director of Comics and Comic Art, Joe Manorino, said the seller had bought the art in the late 1980s and treasured the pages ever since. Today's result proved that what we've been saying all along. Essentially, comic book art is as beloved and valuable as anything put on canvas. Now, oftentimes when VeVe releases comics, sometimes we'll go over what the internet says it's worth through stuff like Quality Comics and other sort of comic book pricing websites. I do wonder though, because this is the thing, right? I will talk to you and talk to you and talk to you and hopefully educate when it comes to gaming, entertainment, NFTs. But when it comes to comic books specifically, that is something that I am more interested in learning from the comments, because I definitely don't bring years of experience as I do with other mediums like gaming and entertainment, film and stuff. I don't bring that same level of experience over to Marvel comic books and to the Marvel IP in general. So I would love to hear your thoughts. If VeVe were to bring this comic, I don't believe it. I've looked it up already and I couldn't see that, because VeVe have put out so many Marvel comics, and I'll be honest, I haven't kept up with all of them. I just haven't. I'm not that person. Although those who do that, that's awesome that people do that. Like, I love to see it. I follow people on Twitter who do it a lot, and they seem to be having the time of their life, which is all you can ask for, right? When it comes to this stuff, is the product is bringing us those positive experiences. But my main question that I'm trying to ask here is, what do you think this will be worth? Do you think that this goes for a similar price, i.e. millions of dollars at the end of the day? This is literally worth more than the majority of every single high value vault I have seen on VeVe. I've seen many VeVe vaults, well, not many, but a number of them hit 6 figures in value, and that is incredible. That is truly incredible. But to see a comic book page go for millions, I do wonder and ask you the question, especially those of you who have experience in this stuff, what do you think this will be worth? A, do you think this will come to, of course, VeVe? B, what do you think, of course, the original first-party market price will be? And what do you think the secondary market is going to go for? Do you think that this ends up being bigger than what we have seen in real life? Because obviously there are parallels. What are your thoughts on this? I would love to hear your take. With that being said, I wasn't planning on making a video today, but or at least for this channel. But when I saw this news, I thought, wow, this really makes me think about what VeVe does, at least in the comics section, which VeVe has gone so hard on comics that it's just now, whenever I see comic news, I think about VeVe. So there you go. With that being said, if this video was interesting or helped you in any way, shape, or form, a like is always much appreciated. And if you would like to be keeping happening in this topic every single day, multiple today, this is my channel. I cover everything going on every single day. So if you want to be everything happening, hit that subscribe button, keep notifications on. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next VeVe video.